unannounced live stream here on YouTube. If you are a subscriber to Mike Messier, to me, subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. You might have seen these videos in the past. I call them what's in the box. Oftentimes it's what's in the package, what's in the envelope, what's in the dead body. Oh, no, we haven't done that one yet here. Okay, sorry. But this time it's a very simple what's in the package, what's in the envelope. I'll give this a moment or two. I know that the notification goes out suddenly and you're doing your thing and suddenly you get this email alert saying, oh my God, Mike Messier is going live. I have to stop what I'm doing to see what he's opening. And I do appreciate that loyalty and that commitment. I feel like I want to put my glasses on. I did have a wonderful experience today. I've been looking for this pair of glasses for about 3 or 4 weeks. And today I was in a situation where I sat in a chair in a spot in a room where I normally don't sit in. And only when I was in that exact chair in that exact spot at that exact time did I have the vision to see my glasses were hiding underneath a couch. So it's very exciting. I feel like I've gotten a new lease on life. I do like these glasses a bit more than the other ones. The other ones are fine. But it's nice when you find something that you thought you lost. Okay, folks. So I guess I'm just going to get into it. I do have some thoughts on some other things. I'll just wait for a minute for what's in the bag. Super Bowl. So we've got the Philadelphia Eagles against Kansas City Chiefs in Phoenix. I think this is one, for me at least, and I'm not a great sports predictor or whatever. I just have thoughts. I just have instincts. I feel like I'll be rooting for Philadelphia mildly, but fearing and kind of predicting that Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to win. It just seems like they've got a better pedigree. No offense to the Eagles. They've had a great year, and they could very well surprise me. I mean, they did win the Super Bowl in their recent history. I think just about 5 years ago, they beat the Patriots in a Super Bowl. So it's no offense to the Eagles. And like I said, I've been to Philadelphia. I've never been to Kansas City. I like Philadelphia. It is a tough town. The people are tough because they like to fight. But I like Philadelphia. I like the Museum of Art. I like the Rodin Museum that's in Philadelphia. And I like the cheesesteaks and so forth. It's all, what is it, Sal's versus Henry's or whatever? Sal's versus, there's another place. But in any event, I'm going to predict, at this point, I'm leaning towards predicting the Chiefs, even though Mahomes has that ankle injury. Let's see what else. What's the other topic that I wanted to discuss? Oh, the Royal Rumble. So for the wrestling fans out there, if you're not a wrestling fan, grin and bear it for a moment. I do think the Royal Rumble was above. It was definitely better than last year's, that's for sure. The Royal Rumble saw Cody Rhodes win. To give him a lot of credit, probably the highlight of the night was two guys doing a double buckshot lariat on each other. Logan Paul, the the YouTube sensation, the boxer, famous guy, famous for being famous. Him and Ricochet, I worked this out pretty well, and they did a nice double buckshot lariat against each other. So it was impressive. But the actual Rumble itself, it was good. I mean, the men's Rumble opening the show was a little unique, meaning not so great that the men's Rumble went first. It's traditionally last on these shows, or second to last. Both in the men's Rumble and the women's Rumble, they did an excessive amounts of stare downs. People staring each other down and kind of smiling. Sometimes in the case of Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, like even laughing. Like two big bulls are about to fight and they have to stare and they have to smirk and they have to smile. And I mean, it really hit the, if it didn't jump the shark already, it certainly jumped the shark when it was either Graves or the other one, McAfee, was trying to sell Tamina Snuka and Piper Niven as some type of dream match. I mean, they had like a little square off, Piper and Tamina, nothing against either one of them. But it was either McAfee or Tattoo Neck said, this is the dream match we've been waiting for, or something to that effect. And it's like, no, it's not. I mean, nobody sits around and dreams of Tamina Snuka and Piper Niven having a fucking square off. The other thing about the Piper Niven entrance in the Women's Rumble, just I think it was Cole and Tattoo Neck really getting their jollies off about how saying, oh, she will do the drop on somebody. She will drop it. I'm sure she will do that. Like, they were like little children having a big finger fuck with each other about the fact that they were making these jokes about her former name of Dewdrop. And like it was some revolutionary thing, like they were breaking the fourth wall or kayfabe. And I didn't quite get it. It was kind of like, if you remember the last 6 months of WCW, 2000, summer of 2000 onward, when they were doing all the break the fourth wall stuff, it's just really pathetic. And I just didn't see why they thought they were so funny, and to be honest with you, I'm really having a hard time these days tolerating Michael Cole's commentary. The more I hear it, the less I like it, the less I like him. So there you go. If you are watching right now, you can comment or query, go ahead. What else happened? I guess the big thing was the Bloodline. Of course it was. The Bloodline split, Roman Reigns. We are going to do a what's in the bag. Don't worry, folks. Roman Reigns splitting from the Bloodline. I thought that was kind of exciting. Hello, Jake Hudson. Hudsden. That's nice. I like that. Because I'm expecting, and Jake, I'm sure you've had this most of your life. People always want to say Jake Hudson, but it's actually Jake Husden. So Jake Husden, welcome. I'm doing pretty good, buddy. I just had Arby's. I've used the swimming pool twice today. It's January. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm the only person that'll swim in the outdoor pool in these wintry months, and it's cold, but I do it for my health, for my sanity. I'm glad you're doing okay, Jake. What part of the country are you in, or part of the world, I should say? It looks like Jake has his own little logo there, so I'm thinking that maybe Jake does his own YouTube stuff, which is great. Maybe I'll check some of that out, buddy. But Jake, I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida. Went swimming twice. I'm sitting outside this Starbucks. I was going to go in there and kill time, but I kind of just ended up doing this instead. And then there's like some things I want to buy, garbage bags. And then I'm going to go see a movie tonight, another horror movie. Last night or it was actually yesterday afternoon, I saw Infinity Pool. And tonight I'm seeing another horror film. So no spoilers, please, if you've seen all these horror films. But I do go see the movies a lot. I do the Mike's Instant Movie Reviews, Jake. And you and I did a show a year ago. Oh, I think we did an interview, that's right. Well, put the link in there, buddy, so we can so the audience can watch it. I appreciate that. With Wrestling with the Future. Oh, that's right, Jake. I remember you, buddy. Yeah, you're a good guy, and you're doing a lot of videos. What Wrestling with the Future, correct. I remember you, pal. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you on here. And nice logo, Jake, of your name. Very good. Yeah, you're a big wrestling fan. I was just talking about the Rumble. I did like the Rumble, but the thing that I didn't like about it was they did the stare down spot quite a bit. I just went into great detail about that. All the square downs. They overhyped the Piper Niven, Tamina Snuka stare down. I'm no longer with Wrestling with the Future. I understand, buddy. I understand. Well, you're your own man now, so fly, Jake, fly, so to speak. So I just thought the Rumble was good, but they just did not pare down the stare downs. And also, Jake, you might have noticed this as an intelligent wrestling fan like myself. They had a lot of clothesline eliminations. Going back to Hogan and the Warlord, I think in the 1989 Royal Rumble, it's one of the oldest Rumble eliminations in the book. A wrestler gets into the ring, huffing and puffing. They stand fully erect, and then someone nails them with a clothesline and sends them back first over the top rope. And if you go back to that 89 Rumble, I'm pretty sure that's the one where Hogan does that to the Warlord. And basically, Warlord's one of the quickest eliminations ever, if not the quickest. And I think Mike Bennett, kind of a friend of mine, Mike Bennett or Mike Kanellis, suffered the same fate in the greatest Royal Rumble over in Saudi Arabia, 4 or 5 years ago. And in this Rumble, they didn't necessarily do the immediate clothesline elimination. I think they might have done that to Chelsea Green, but they did several clothesline eliminations, and they all looked the same, and all those stare downs felt the same. So that's my complaint about the actual both men's and women's Rumble. I didn't have a problem with Rhea Ripley winning. I didn't have a problem with Cody winning. It's kind of nice that they had that kind of supplemental push of Gunther or Walter going from first to last, and kind of Liv Morgan getting that supplemental push of going from first lady in there along with Rhea to last eliminated. The bloodline thing, Jake, I'm sure you've got a lot of opinions on that, buddy. I thought it was well executed, in short. They did a nice job with that. I mean, I haven't been watching SmackDown religiously, but I have been aware, and I am knowledgeable that they've had this really well-developed storyline with Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Jake and Jey Uso, Paul Heyman, the other cousin, and they've done very well with that, and I think it was a good payoff. I think the quandary now, Jake, for the WWE creatively is the hottest babyface in the company is Sami Zayn. Are they going to blow his load on this Elimination Chamber event? Now, I know we're in a different age. Pay-per-view sales don't really matter as much because you get a subscription to Peacock and you can see all the shows with your $10 a month subscription, which is a great deal for us wrestling fans. But, creatively at least, this is a weird one because Sami Zayn, I think, is a lot more over than Cody Rhodes. And if you're going to have Cody at WrestleMania challenge Roman, then that would lead us to believe that Roman's got to escape by Sami, meaning he's either got to beat Sami or some type of disqualification or something. I guess you could do a thing where Cody comes out and interferes somehow, and if they really want to get frisky, they could do a three-way match, a three-man match similar to WrestleMania 20 with Benoit, Michaels, and Triple H. They could do a three-man match as the main event, Cody, Sami, and Roman. But I think they've been kind of getting away from triangle matches quite a bit in main event scenarios, and just doesn't seem to be something they want to do as much anymore, except maybe for tag teams. So for this, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But I mean, I think the predictable thing that would happen is they do have their Elimination Chamber match. Roman Reigns defends against Sami by the skin of his teeth. Roman Reigns survives, and Sami goes on to not get the title, but not look bad altogether. Maybe he gets even beaten up at the end of the Elimination Chamber show. And then you go to WrestleMania, and it's Roman versus Cody, and then somewhere towards the end of the match, Sami Zayn, the injured Sami Zayn, comes out of injury to basically help Cody beat Roman for the title. And then you can still build up to another match of Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns without the title on the line, and that would be fine. I mean, I'm just kind of writing the script here, and that's a very by the numbers WWE thing to do, what I just laid out, but that could happen, that could not happen. What else, buddy? So now I think I'm going to segue, once again, Jake, further comments, questions, queries, anybody. We are now finally ready for the unveiling. I've got this scissors. It's kind of fun because we got to see the sun go down in live time. I'm going to open the bag now. For those of you that are new to this situation, these type of videos, yeah, I know you like that sound. Oh, look at this. This is going to be very mysterious, folks. I like the attention to detail. The wrapping of this is actually very impressive. I have to give this gentleman, this eBay seller, credit. He's from the state of Washington, doesn't have his name on the package. But I got a really good deal on this. Really well put together, really well packaged, very respectful packaging. And I'm kind of learning from this individual, like, because I sell stuff too on eBay, and I think what this gentleman did is very nice. Look at this. Look at this, Jake. Scary, buddy. You know who that scary guy is. Yes, yes. I did the unthinkable. I got, yes, I did. I think I actually owned this action figure in the past, but I had them in a box and I sold them. But this is, in fact, the Chris Benoit. Now my lights are not going on. I'm not sure why. Hopefully I didn't burn my battery out somehow. But that is Chris Benoit. That's the one and only Chris Benoit. Very, very scary. So that's the first thing in this bag. But wait, there is more. Go to the next. I'm going to put him back in his little styrofoam pouch here. Very exciting. Good shaped figure too. For those that collect figures, the joints are stiff. He's in good shape. This one might not be so traumatic. Ready? Get a little cut in there. All right. I really, like I said, give credit to this guy who did this packaging. And I don't want to ruin the packaging, but it's hard for me to see properly. So maybe I'll cut at the bottom. Do a little cutting, folks. I know you like the cutting. I know that the opening of the package is just very exciting for you. You kind of have a thing for this, fetish. All right. I really do appreciate this gentleman who packaged these figures so well. And maybe we just call them little statues. So there we go. That's another gentleman. And this is a guy who's, we send our thoughts out to the Dean Malenko. This is a Dean Malenko action figure. I think this would be 97 or 98 WCW. It's a nicely crafted figure. I think these were part of a package, a 4 Horsemen package. Yeah, I've got this new light thing going on. So very, very good, very exciting. What's next? Okay. So this one looked like you got a little wear and tear in the travel, but that's okay. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be exciting. It kind of feels like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, or what's that movie, The Thing, when they have like those pods. That's none other than Raven. Yes, ECW Raven, the legendary Raven. Oh, my little light thing just fell off. God, always trying to do things properly and things always get screwed up. But that's Raven, looking good. He's got like the, was it the Flash on his shirt? I'm sure they didn't pay for that. So this is all a WCW experience so far. These figures, I want to give credit to the gentleman who sold me these things. These are all very crisp. They're all very, like, their paint is very fresh. I think they've been well cared for in a non-smoking home. I'm actually so impressed with his packaging and so impressed with the shape of these figures. I'm putting a little extra time into resealing them out of respect. All right, folks. Well, God, where's the scissor? Scissors or scissor? That's one thing I still haven't figured out in all my years. Is it, I know it's a pair of scissors, but does that mean that each blade is a scissor? You know what I mean? And a scissor is really worthless. You really need a scissors. You need a pair of scissors. So if it's a pair of scissors, does that mean that each blade is a scissors and then a pair of fucking scissors is two? I mean, how does this work? Look at this. Well, we got double trouble here. We got another Chris Benoit. This time he's in red. I know this is like a very haunting. I hope this is not giving PSTD or whatever to some folks, but yes, I'm admitting this is a Chris Benoit action figure. For those that don't know, why would it matter? because the real life person of which this action figure is based on is no longer with us, and apparently the story that we've been told for 15 years, I guess, is that he committed a double murder suicide. So it's not a laughing matter. And not only that, but the people that were killed were his own family. So sad story, but the action figure is still nice and crisp. And there's just one more to this scenario. I think Jake has left us, or Jake has left the building, but if you're on here now, you can comment. If you're missing this, doing a video here, Motorcycle Man. You can always watch these on the replay, and double click your notifications button to make sure you get all my video streams, so you know when I'm doing fun stuff. Okay, buddy, nice little cutting. So that's why I keep the glasses, not the glasses, okay folks, this is what you call worth the price of admission alone. I got a really good deal on this whole thing, but this is the creme de la fucking creme, folks. This figure is basically worth, in my opinion at least, a lot. And you might be saying, well, gee, and it's actually better than I even thought it would be. So I want to really thank this guy, whoever he is, that sold me this stuff. His name is Sam. Sam on eBay. Nice job, Sam, from Woodland. I don't know if you want your whole name out there, but Woodland, Washington. Sam did an excellent job with his packaging. I happened to get a great price on all these, and Sam honored the price of which I got. Maybe a lesson to Sam. Sometimes you have to. The thing with eBay selling is they encourage you to start your fucking sales at 99 cents, your auctions, but sometimes that'll hammer fuck you, to be honest. And you know, I've been hammer fucked, and I guess in this case I've done the hammer fucking to poor old Sam, because the value of these figures, sentimentally and even financially, Road Warrior Hawk here has his nice Velcro intact. I don't even want to touch it. And he's got his dog collar. And to find a Road Warrior figure with the dog collar and the pants, I mean, that's like, you know, finding a virgin in Florida or something. I mean, that's just rare. I mean, that's sacred ground, folks. So that's really a nice figure. The traditional Road Warrior Hawk makeup, like just the kind of the spider over one eye, or the kind of the Native American type of look. I really like that with the Road Warriors when they had more of a minimalist, like their AWA. This is an AWA Remco 1985 action figure, and of course, and I've got more than one set of these. And then you might be wondering, well, where's Animal? He's not in this set. It's just Hawk. I give a special shout out to my buddy, my old friend Pete Girardi, the Mighty Bosch, good guy up in New England, and his favorite, one of his favorite wrestlers is Road Warrior Hawk. We actually have a very interesting story about that and about this action figure. I'll try to tell it now. Basically, I happen to be in the Rhode Island, I happen to be in the Rhode Island Mall, where there's this place called Toy Vault. And at the time, they sold wrestling figures at a really nice, modest price. And I was in there, and they had a Road Warrior Hawk, and I bought him on the spot, I believe for $7. And then I'm kind of walking around the mall with this Road Warrior Hawk action figure in my pocket. And then I happen to stumble upon my old wrestling opponent and buddy, Pete Girardi, the Mighty Bosch. And I think it had been a good 2 or 3 years since we had seen each other. And Bosch had his, you know, kind of his people with him, his underlings. And we were just talking real quick, and I said, hey, Pete, who's your favorite deceased wrestler? And without missing a beat, Pete said, Hawk. And my hand went into my pocket, and my hand pulled out the Road Warrior Hawk action figure. Now, obviously not this one, not this exact one, but a Road Warrior Hawk action figure Remco. And you'd think I was David Copperfield or something, because Pete like was really, he thought I was a voodoo doctor, and the people that were with him were also in a state of shock and surprise, and we all had a good giggle and a laugh. So I don't know, I hope I told that story well. I hope I gave that story justice, and not Gary Juster, but Justice, not Dave Justice. No justice, no peace. And Raven. So very exciting, folks. We've had a nice little time together. I'm going to go see a movie right now, Skinamarink. I'm going to go see, and I will be doing a review of that. I did have a list of things to do, and I think I kind of fucked myself, because I was going to go in this Starbucks and just kill an hour, but I think I've already killed it. So I think I need to get to my list. I mean, earlier in the day, I had all this time to do all these things, but I guess I should just say, hey, I've done enough already. I am going to try and get over there and buy some garbage bags and so forth. Very exciting. I know. Hold your excitement. Okay, folks, subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. If this was your first What's in the Box experience, I hope it was good for you. It was certainly good for me. Mike Messier. Buy my books. Go to MikeMessier.com and buy all my books.